we wanted Sujata to lead the first set of introduction to the series and a bit of introduction about the women entrepreneurs as well, and then we'll follow it up with the next set. Yeah, over to you, Sujata.
Thank you so much, Ravi, and thank you so much, Rakshika. A huge thanks to Lizanne, Laura, and Nasima Sparks. Thank you so much for joining us today. It is energizing for us to see that we have participants from different parts of the world, and thank you so much for your time. Talking a little bit about the weather conditions that you're speaking of. Yes, India is also facing torrential rains in the west, and we've just been given a breather in Bangalore from respite from rain today. Possibly half day of yesterday, and hopefully I think it'll stay that way for a few more days. And thank you so much, Nasima, for saying that we have great vibe. Yes, I think I enjoy that. We all enjoy that. And we need that vibe to help us work with the kind of women that we work with, who are the most marginalized, that have had absolutely no opportunities in their lives and have had no access to any form of income except putting their putting themselves to hard labor. They've had no other opportunities of having access to income. So Pollinate is an organization. I have a lot to stitch in with the conversations that we've had just before this call. Was started by 6 Australians, the last of whom left it, and I inherited from this person, Alexi, who is now in the Northern Territory in Darwin and trying to create a huge network of entrepreneurs there. And she realizes that there is a huge vacuum that she needs to fill, and she's currently pursuing it there. And we work in India and Nepal with the women that have had no access to income and are the ones that get married off at a very tender age. As you know, in many countries around the world, girls are married off just as they attain puberty, and they've had no opportunities beyond that. And these are people that move from rural to urban in search of livelihoods with their newly married families and so on. And as we speak, this problem is growing by the minute, with 27 people moving from rural to urban in search of livelihoods, which is the magnitude of the problem that we are trying to, solve. And this is a number reported by UN. Unfortunately, the number has become 27 from 26, which was a pre-pandemic number, and post-pandemic, it's become 27. So that's the kind of demography of people that we work with. We work in India and Nepal, and the fact that we became one entity after we merged with an entity called Empower Generation. Sita used to be the leader of the organization in Nepal. And today we have the unique privilege of Sita introducing 2 of our women entrepreneurs from Nepal. And let me just take another minute to explain how we work with these women. What we do is identify women from these marginalized communities, women with just a firepower in them to say, I want to make a difference in my life. We don't put any filters of education, read, write, or arithmetic capabilities, because the moment I do that, 98% of the women that we work with will not qualify. And we do realize that there are lots of government programs that are addressing people that have literacy, digital capability. So we want to go to the ones that no one else goes to, which is why our program is for the most marginalized. And once we identify a woman who's got the fire in the belly to say that I want to make something else with my life and come out of this intergenerational cycles of poverty, we start investing in her by giving her entrepreneurship training. So once a woman is identified, we provide her with entrepreneurship training, which is a deep-rooted, long-term, resilient skills. And like we spoke of all the climate that's hovering around us, this population of people are the most vulnerable to climate change, and we do not want them to be left without any resilient skill. And we believe entrepreneurship is one of the most resilient skills which can help them rebuild wherever they are displaced, God forbid, right? So that's the intervention that we provide. After providing the entrepreneurship skilling, we provide them with an inventory at zero interest cost to help them practice the skill of entrepreneurship. So that's the extra mile that we go to after skilling. If we don't let them practice, they are not in a position to have access to income. And that inventory is very carefully chosen to include clean energy products like solar light, solar torch, solar fan, clean cooking appliances, which immediately improve the health and hygiene of everyone in the community that she comes from. And by doing all of this, she has access to a dignified source of income. So that's the tight impact model that we have. And we have 2 of our Suryamukhis from Nepal who will share their story with us. And I pass this conversation over to Rakshika who will show us a short video on the life of a Suryamukhi. Over to you, Rakshika. I'm happy to take questions at the end of it, of the session. Yeah.
Okay, just give me a second. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, Rakshika. I think that was just a short glimpse of what the women entrepreneurs do beyond just the entrepreneurship part of it, managing their lives, livestock, as well as their business. I think we'll now pass it on to Sita. Sita is our co-founder as well as director of Impact. She's based out of Chitwan, and she is right now with the two wonderful women entrepreneurs, Sital and Manu. So over to you, Sita. We would love to understand more about both of them.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I am Sita Adhikari, Director of Impact at Pollinate and co-founder as well. I'm delighted to welcome you today in today's session, where we will be hearing directly from two inspiring women entrepreneurs from Nepal who are leading change in their communities. On my right is Manu Vising, who joined Pollinate in 2019, born in India. Her parents moved to India for job opportunities. Manu returned to Nepal after getting married and now live in communities of over 300 landless households struggling with poverty. She started a meat shop, meat business. Later on, she added a grocery business and has become a role model for many women in her communities. So the next is Sital Payne, who joined us in 2018. She lives in a small village in Chitwan with two beautiful daughters. Her husband has been working in Middle East country, in Dubai for last 2 years. I remember when I first met her, she was seeking additional income as her cooperative job as a cash collector was not enough to cover her family expenses. So she started her business with 1 or 2 solar lights and some sanitary pads with us. Now she won a cosmetic and grocery store and reached out to 200 to 300 households through her products and service in her communities. So both Manu and Sital have powerful stories of resilience, entrepreneurship, and impact. Today, we will be hearing about their journeys and the challenges they have faced and their dream for the future. Welcome, both of you here. So now I'm directly going to ask the questions to both of us so that we are able to understand much more about their life. So the process here, I will be asking questions in English for the audience, for you, and then I will be asking questions in Nepali for them, and then they will be answers me in Nepali, and then I will translate to you. This is the process, okay?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, be patient a little bit, and please let me know if anything, difficult to understand or whatever, like, and I'm not clear because I'm not the first, language speaker, English speaker. So yeah, pardon me if anything goes not clear. So the first question, the first question is first question goes to Manu. So I'll try to balance here. And how did you first hear about Pollinate Group, and what inspired or motivate you to join the network? This questions to Manu. So the Manu, तपाईलाई म क्वेसन सोध्दैछु, तपाईले पोलिनेट ग्रुपको बारेमा पहिलो पटक कहाँ र कसरी थाहा पाउनु भयो, अनि तपाईलाई यो सञ्जालमा सहभागी हुने प्रेरणा दिने कुरा के थियो?
मलाई चाहिँ मेरो हस्बेन्डको थ्रुले थाहा भएको हो। मेरो हस्बेन्डको चाहिँ साथीहरू हुन्थे एकजना, अनि उहाँले चाहिँ यस्तै हाम्रो जस्तो गाउँलाई खोज्दै आउनु भएको रहेछ, जस्तो अलिक दुखी गरिबको गाउँलाई हल्का यस्तो, हाम्रो त उयो के भन्छ गाउँ अलिक उयो छ नि त, अनि त्यस्तो गाउँलाई सुकुम्बासी गाउँलाई यस्तो खोज्दै आउनु भएको रहेछ। अनि उहाँ आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ हाम्रो मेरो बुढासँग भेट हुनुभयो। अनि यसमा चाहिँ फेरि छोरा मान्छे होइन छोरी मान्छेलाई दिएको रहेछ नि त अलिक, त्यही भएर अनि छोरी मान्छे नै चाहियो अरे भनेर भन्नुभयो। अनि त्यहाँदेखि मेरो बुढाले चाहिँ ल मेरो बुढी छ उहाँसँग भेट गर्नु भनेर मेमलाई भन्नुभयो। अनि मेमको थ्रुले मैले चाहिँ गर्ने हो त भनेदेखि यो छोरी मान्छेको लागि हो प्रतियोगिता दिएको, छोरी मान्छेले कसरी गर्ने, आफ्नो खुट्टामा कसरी उभिने, कसरी गर्ने भनेर भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ मलाई पनि सुनेर राम्रो लाग्यो, अनि त्यही भएर मैले यो कम्पनी जोइन गरेँ।
Thank you. So she first hear Pollinate from her husband. Actually, her husband was, he met some representative from Pollinate field staff, and field staff was looking for a community where people are living below poverty line, and who are like landless or whoever in below poverty line or the marginalized community. So so that her husband was interested too, and then he got to know that we are only offering women this opportunity, and then he thought that Manu is the perfect fit over there, and then he invited field staff to Manu, and actually Manu asked the questions to our field staff, and what's value that we could bring to her. And then the minute that when she heard that this is for women and this empowered women, and then there is so much offer to her, then she was interested. And actually she said that it is connected with her dream when she returned back to Nepal from India. Then she was looking for the network opportunity to speak and make a kind of network within her communities, and then she thought this could be the perfect opportunity for her to join with. Thank you, Manu. So the next questions I would pass to Sital. So can you describe your experience when you first start as micro entrepreneur with Pollinate? So this question goes to Sital. Definitely everyone has very, very interesting journey, but with the time, I think let's Sital. तपाईलाई चाहिँ पोलिनेटसँग यो जब उद्यमशीलतामा जोडिनु भयो, त्यसमा सुरुवात गर्दा तपाईको अनुभव कस्तो रह्यो? सबभन्दा पहिला
सुरुमा
अलि ताउस आउनु पर्दैन, म यस्तो साथ दिन्छु।
सुरुमा चाहिँ म हैन यो बजेट उठाउने काम गर्थे हैन, मेरो दिदी एउटा हुनुहुन्थ्यो, उहाँ मसँगै काम गर्ने, सरकारी भन्नु पर्यो। उहाँ दिदी चाहिँ उहाँको सामान मैले बेच्थ्यो कि 2-3 प्याड हैन प्याम्पसहरु लगेर लग्थ्यो है, बेच है भनेर भन्नुहुन्थ्यो। तर मलाई पनि जिज्ञासा लाग्यो यो कसरी बेच्ने त, यो यसमा पनि म जोइन गर्न पाए त मलाई पनि राम्रो हुन्थ्यो कि हैन भन्ने मेरो सोच हुन्थ्यो। अनि दिदीले के भन्नु, ल तिमी पनि यसमा काम गर नि त भनेर भन्नुभयो। त्यसपछि म यसमा चाहिँ ल यसमा काम गरे भने चाहिँ मलाई जस प्लस हुन्छ नि त, बजेट उठाएर प्लस तबखेरि यसमा पनि प्लस गरे मलाई अझ बढी हुन्छ नि त भन्ने सोच भयो। त्यहाँबाट एकदम उत्साहित भएर व्यापार गर्ने, कसरी व्यापार गर्नुपर्ने रहेछ भन्ने कुरा सिक्यौ नि त, त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ मैले प्लस व्यापार गर्न चाहिँ सिकेको हो यही भएर।
Okay. So when she first joined here, she was actually connected. She connect with through some another entrepreneur. Actually, another entrepreneurs refer to her, and she was just like connecting with the another entrepreneurs. Connections, and how she make the connection through Sital to us. She was taking some of the products, sanitary pads and so on, from the entrepreneurs already, and she was selling as her agent. And then she was very interested, and actually this entrepreneur was referring her to be another entrepreneur. And she was saying that if you join, then you will get more like opportunity, directly getting like trainings and direct supports and all. She was really interested. And then she was also mentioning that as a cash collector in cooperative, that was, they just say ki, go and collect. Actually, there was no training, no, backup supports, and she was just doing whatever she knows. But actually in here, like she was very interested and know ki how to do it. If we give some product, then actually we train how we do it, and that was the things that she was very fascinated. And when the minute she connect with us, and then she got the trainings, that was very, very interesting, interesting and inspiring for her. Now she has the skills to do something that is told to do, or like asked to do at the first hand, and then later like she became an habitual. So that was her like inspirations and experience with us. Thank you. So again, I mean, then like Sital already mentioned that the training and all. So next question I pass to Sital still. Support did you receive from Pollinate Group? What was the most valuable part of the training for you? तपाईँले चाहिँ शीतल कस्तो खाले तालिमहरू तपाईँले पाउनुभयो हामीसँगबाट होइन, त्यसपछि कुन चाहिँ एकदम यस्तो महत्त्वपूर्ण भ्यालुएबल तपाईँको लागि होइन प्रयोग हुने काम लाग्ने खालको स्किल सिपहरू तपाईँले के सिक्नुभयो, त्यो कुरा हामीसँग सेयर गरिदिनु न।
यस्तो के अरे होइन, त्यो साइकलमा म बजाउँदै ठाउँदै हिँड्दाखेरि त्यो प्लस सिक्न त सिक्यो मैले, अलिअलि कसरी बोल्ने, कसरी व्यवहार गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने कुरो त सिक्यो होइन। प्लस यहाँ आएर तालिम सिकेर चाहिँ कुन तरिकाले चाहिँ व्यवहार गर्दा चाहिँ ग्राहकहरू चाहिँ आफूले लाग्ने रहेछ होइन, त्यो कुरा नि सिक्यो। अनि प्लस माइनस कस्तो भन्दाखेरि त्यो व्यापारबाट चाहिँ कसरी होइन म्यानेज गर्ने, कसरी पैसा सङ्कलन गर्ने, कुन तरिकाबाट व्यापार गर्दा चाहिँ आफ्नो ग्राहकहरूपट्टि आफैपट्टि आउँछ होइन भन्ने कुरा नि सिक्यो। प्लस माइनस एकदम महत्त्वपूर्ण कुरा चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि यो व्यापार गरेर चाहिँ म पनि व्यापारी भएँ होइन, मेरो नानी पनि एकदम व्यापारमा एकदम उ भएको कि त्यही एकदम मलाई प्रफिट लाग्यो। मैले कसरी व्यापार गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने कुरो त घरमा एउटा गार्जियन भइसकेपछि त्यो बुढाले पनि सिक्दो रहेछ नि त, त्यो कुरा पनि एकदम खुसी लाग्छ। यति म व्यापारी नभएको त सिक्दियो त सिक्दैन नि त, त्यो कुरा एकदम ठुलो लाग्छ मलाई।
ओके, अनि तपाईँले सिकेको तालिमहरूमा चाहिँ के सिक्नुभयो?
सिकेको तालिमहरू चाहिँ के अरे तालिम त पैसा सङ्कलन कसरी गर्ने, व्यापार चाहिँ कसरी गर्नुपर्छ होइन, व्यापार कुन तरिकाले गर्छ, व्यापारमा चाहिँ अलिक उच्च होइन व्यापार गर्न चाहिँ सजिलो हुन्छ भन्ने कुरा सिक्यो।
पैसा सङ्कलन तालिम, अनि यो मोबाइलको
यो एप्स चलाउने एप्सबाट कसरी सामान मगाउने होइन, कसरी अर्डर गर्ने कुरा नि सिक्यो।
ओके,
सिक्दैछु अहिले नि
सिक्दैछु। ओके, interesting, and thank you. She mentioned that most importantly, how to sell, how to find the customer, how to keep the customer and grow the customer. That was the key like skills they have. She learned from Pollinate, which was very, very unique and not available any other like previous opportunity that she was connected with. That was completely changed the way how she does the business. And she was mentioning very proudly mentioning that now she know how to run the business. I mean, it's a piece of the skills, but now she knows how to run the business, which is reflecting on her daughter already. That she didn't have that previously. Now her daughter, which is 13 years currently, the elder one, now she already knew how to like handle the customers who come to the shops and all. That was she proudly like mentioning. It is like she's already transferring her skill to her next generation. So and then she was also mentioning that in the list of the trainings, how to manage her cash, how to do business, I mean, how to actually sales, and then use the digital app, and how to order the products, how to keep her customers, informations. And then most important, how to handle the difficult customers, which is not easy. And I know she knows about that. And the time management also she mentioned that how to manage the time, because it's very important for women to manage the time, and how to manage the time also she mentioned. Yeah, thank you very much, Sital. So now the next questions I would like to ask to Manu. So Manu, can you share a story where you saw a real difference in your communities because of your work? तपाईँको कामले गर्दा तपाईँको कम्युनिटीमा देख्नु भएको वास्तविक परिवर्तन, कस्तो खाले परिवर्तन, कस्तो खाले प्रभाव तपाईँले चाहिँ तपाईँको बिजनेस गर्दाखेरि पर्यो, त्यसलाई हामीलाई अलिकति सेयर गरिदिनु होला। यस
प्रभाव त के भन्नु, हाम्रो
भन्नुहोस्।
हाम्रो गाउँमा त्यस्तै छ, अलिक उनीहरूलाई बजार जाँदा पनि धेरै समस्या छ नि त। बजारसम्म आउनुलाई 100 रुपियाँ भाडा लाग्छ भने अब मेरो पसलदेखि हाम्रो पसलदेखि किनेर लानुको लागि भाडा पनि लागेन। एक त उनीहरू आउँछ अनि उनीहरूले अब कहिले कहिले हामीले के भन्छ क्रेडिटमा दिन्छु, क्रेडिटमा दिने उनीहरूलाई फाइदा भयो, क्रेडिटमा पाए उनीहरू बजार पनि जानु पर्ने, क्रेडिट पनि पायो, उनीहरूको पैसाको बचत भयो। कहिले कहिले पैसा हुँदैन उनीहरूसँग, त्यतिखेर हामीले क्रेडिट सामानहरू त्यो यो सेनिटरी यो हाम्रो पोलिटिकल ग्रुपको प्रोडक्ट मात्रै नभएर हाम्रो आफ्नो पसलको सामान पनि त्यस्तै गरेर दिइरहेको छ उनीहरूलाई। पहिला पहिला त धेरै अब हाम्रो यहाँ हाम्रो पोलिटिकल ग्रुपले दिएकोहरू कुकर योहरू सबै मैले किस्ताबन्दीमा पनि दिएको थियो। किस्ताबन्दीमा पनि दिएर हल्का दिने अब मजदुरीहरू छ नि त, धेरै धेरै मजदुरी दिने रोजगारी छ, फ्यानहरू यस्तो सबै मैले उनीहरूलाई किस्ताबन्दीमा दिएको थियो। हप्ताको 180 300सम्म बुझाउन सकिन्छ नि यति त भनेर त्यो टाइपले उनीहरूलाई दियो कि। अब त्यो टाइपले अब उनीहरूले यस्तो भयो भने उनीहरूको दिनैको हजिरा गर्छ, अब दिनै मेहनत गर्छ, दिनै वर्किङ गर्नु जान्छ, उनीहरू वर्क गर्नु जान्छ, हार्डवर्क गर्छ, उनीहरू सबै मजदुरीहरू छ नि त, लेबरहरू छ। अनि उनीहरू दिनै जान्छ र अनि अब उनीहरूको कमाइ हुन्छ भने 200 300 कमाइ हुन्छ भने हप्तामा त्यसले 180 300 पर्थ्यो होइन, त्यति त उनीहरू दिनु सक्थ्यो नि त। त्यो गरेर मैले धेरै सेल गरेँ, उनीहरू सबको घरमा अहिले सबको घरमा छ। नै त उनीहरू प्रडक्ट त्यस्तो प्रोभाइड गर्न सक्थेन, गर्न सक्थेन। त्यो यो कम्पनीले नभएको भए, हामीले नदिएको भए सायद उनीहरूसँग हुन्थेन नि। यति साह्रो उनीहरू गरिब छ नि त। त्यस्तै ग्रुपको हामीको अब अलिक गरिबको एरिया हो पुरै। त्यो भएर त्योहरू गर्नु पाएको छ, त्यो पाएर पनि हामी धेरै खुसी छ, कस्टमर पनि धेरै खुसी छ, उनीहरू पनि खुसी हुन्छ। तपाईँहरूले गरेर अहिले हाम्रो घरमा कुकर छ, के भन्छ राइस कुकर छ, फ्यान छ भनेर खुसी हुन्छ उनीहरू पनि।
That's a great impact. Thank you for sharing. So she was mentioning, I already mentioned that she has 300 households around her, around 300 households who are landless. In Nepal, like landless considered as a poorest of the poor, because we measure their living standards on the first hand is the land. So they don't have the land, and they are settling in very unsettlement areas, which Manu is covering in 300 households over there. And they're almost all are daily labor, and they got like wages on daily basis. When she started business with us, like she has she got a luxury that she could offer a credit to the customers as well. She started business apart from grocery and others. She started business with us with a pressure cooker, rice cooker, fan, all this like home appliances. That is very, very key and needed for those who have really valuable time, which save time, like pressure cooker save times, and fan gives like some sort of like quality of life for them to a small hut, and this is hot place as well. So and then this is considered as a high value product compared to the daily household product. So because of this business, she able to offer credit to the customer who are daily wages, daily laborers, and she actually do it in a weekly basis. In a week, 180 to 300 was the installment weekly that she was offering to the customers. Because of that, the daily wages labor could purchase the product. And now almost all households has fan and pressure cooker in this community. That is the very, very important like impact that she was able to make. And she feel very proud to see that, and also customer, like, because of this, because of her, this is able to. And then she was also mentioning that the market is quite far and they have to pay like in around 100 rupees if they have to travel to market and then buy some goods and grocery. Not only this product, but in groceries, product also she sometimes offer on the case-to-case basis if someone is really struggling with pay, but like and then if she don't give like rice or something in but they will be stay with the hunger that night, then she offer those also. So she feel really good, yeah, because she is able to in the position that able to offer some sort of like support to the community people who are really needed those things. So that's the impact that she is making there. So yes, I cover everything, I think. So it's very very interesting and inspiring. Thank you for sharing this. So the next questions I would ask to Manu, Sital. So Sital, तपाईलाई चाहिँ how has your role as an entrepreneur changed your life personally and professionally? And how do your family and the community view you now? And what new skills or confidence have you gained? I mean, I'm just like giving some sort of like, full questions that I'm going to ask so that it is free flow for her. And then has your income improved, or if yes, and how has that impacted on your daily life? That is a question to Sital. So Sital, तपाईँले चाहिँ तपाईँको व्यक्तिगत जीवनमा आएको परिवर्तन होइन, बिजनेसको कारणले तपाईँको जीवनमा आएको परिवर्तनलाई भन्नुहोस्, तपाईँलाई तपाईँको परिवार अथवा तपाईँको समुदायले कसरी हेर्नुहुन्छ, अथवा तपाईँले कस्तो खाले स्किल्स अथवा त्योहरू प्राप्त गर्नुभयो होइन, कन्फिडेन्ट अब त्योहरू प्राप्त, आत्मविश्वास, नयाँ सिपहरू, आत्मविश्वासको स्थिति कस्तो छ त्यो कुरा बताउनुहोस्। अनि त्यसपछि लास्टमा चाहिँ तपाईँको आम्दानी बढेको छ कि छैन, छ भने कस्तो छ, यो कुराहरू साझा गर्नु।
मेरो कुरा है, म पहिला मान्छेले 200 पैसा नि नपर्दैन मलाई। जब म यसमा कला वृक्षमा होइन तालिमहरू पाएँ अनि कसरी व्यापार गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने कुरा सिकेँ होइन। त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ एकदम मलाई यहीबाट मेन कुरा चाहिँ कसरी व्यापार गर्ने भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ सिक्यो कि मेन कुरा कसरी व्यापार गर्ने, कसरी ग्राहक बनाउने भन्ने कुरा सिकेँ होइन। पहिला म सानो होइन त्यही यहीँबाट लगेको सामानहरू के लगेको देख्यो भने प्लस यसमा थपेर अरू कस्मेटिक सामान पनि राखेर बेच्ने ऊ भयो कि यहाँबाट कसरी बेच्नुपर्छ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ सिक्यो। मेन कुरा चाहिँ यसबाट प्लस हो। यसबाट चाहिँ पहिला म यस्तो सानो व्यापार गर्थेँ भने अहिले एकदम ठुलो पसल छ होइन, ठुलो मेरो लागि त ठुलै हो, ठुलो पसल भएर आम्दानी बढेको छ कि यसबाट। आफूलाई खानलाई लाउनलाई होइन, पहिला श्रीमानले भन्नुहुन्थ्यो म जे पनि पहिला चाहिँ श्रीमानसँग माग्नु 200-300 पैसा नि श्रीमानसँग माग्नु पर्थ्यो भनेपछि अहिले चाहिँ मैले माग्नु परेन कि आफ्नो लागि प्लस बच्चाको लागि पढाइ खर्च, बुढाले खाजाहरू, आफूले कहाँ जानु मन लाग्छ त्यही पैसा खर्च गर्ने, आफूले के लगाउनु मन लाग्छ त्यही कुरा हो। मलाई एकदम प्लस भयो कि यसबाट चाहिँ।
तपाईँले त्यो भएपछि तपाईँ एकदम खुसी
एकदम खुसी। यति यो यसमा नगरे भए यति यसमा कलवृक्षमा जोइन नगरे भए मैले यहाँ व्यापार गर्न सिक्ने नि थिएन। अनि मैले त्यो बुढाकै कमाइ खानु पर्ने थियो नि त, कति के चिज सुन्नु पर्थ्यो होला। प्लस यसमा कलवृक्षमा भएर मैले व्यापार गर्न सिक्यो, प्लस आफूले कसरी खर्च निकाल्ने होइन, कसरी व्यापार गर्ने भन्ने कुरो त सिक्यो नि त। त्यही हो मेरो महत्त्वपूर्ण कुरा। अनि
कमाएको पैसा त्यसमा फेरि
लगाएर त्यसमा मैले ठुलो पसल बनाएँ। मेन कुरा कसरी व्यापार गर्ने र प्लस आफूलाई खर्च यहीँबाट निकालेँ कि मैले व्यापार गरेर।
अनि तपाईँको अहिले चाहिँ आत्मविश्वास पनि
बढ्यो। अझै म यो व्यापारबाट म ठुल्ठुलो व्यापार गर्ने भन्ने चाहिँ सोचेको छु। त्यससँग
अनि तपाईको बच्चाहरुमा कस्तो प्रभाव पर्यो?
बच्चाहरूलाई पनि कसरी व्यापार गर्ने होइन व्यापार गर्ने भन्ने कुरा सिकेको छ बच्चाले मेन पोइन्ट चाहिँ मेरो बच्चाले चाहिँ व्यापारमा चाहिँ कसरी गर्ने त्यो प्लस सिकेको नि त नानीले नत्र यदि मैले व्यापार नगरे भए उसले सिक्थ्यो त सिक्ने थिएन नि त प्लस मैले त मैले तालिम लिएर सिकेको थियो भने नानीले त तालिमै नसिकेर म मेन गार्जियन भएपछि त उसले त सिक्यो नि त त्यही हो मेरो म जस्तै हुनुपर्छ भन्ने कुरो त उसले थाहा पायो नि त त्यही हो मलाई
अरू गाउँलेले के भन्छ?
गाउँले चाहिँ के भन्नुहुन्छ भने मेन कुरा चाहिँ मैले श्रीमानले भन्नुहुन्छ पहिलो बेला के अरे तिमीलाई कति खर्चहरू मैले दिनु पर्थ्यो भने तिमीलाई त अहिले त आफ्नो खर्च आफै निकाल्छ है भन्ने चाहिँ त्यही प्राउडफुल लाग्छ अनि गाउँको मान्छेले चाहिँ शीतल जस्तै बन्नुपर्छ तिमीले सबै काम व्यापार गर्न नि भ्या सबै काम गर्न भ्या तिमी जस्तै गर्न पाए त भन्ने पनि सिक्या तर मैले कल पिछामा बसेर एकजना साथी दुईजना साथीलाई पनि मैले बनाएको थिएँ तिनीहरू अहिले अर्कै उसमा जाएर खानु भए दुईजनालाई पनि मैले कल पिछामा यहाँ समावेश गर्नलाई प्रेरित गराएको थिएँ कि एकजना दुईजना भाउजूलाई भन्नेलाई तर अहिले उहाँ चाहिँ हुनुहुन्छ अर्कै उसमा काम गर्नु भएको प्लस यसले चाहिँ धेरै उ भएको के राम्रो भयो.
Great. Thank you. I will, it's a little long, but definitely I will cover. Not maybe all, the flow, but I will cover definitely the points. So she started with saying ki before community people didn't trust her for even a 200 rupees to her. Now her position had changed a lot. Now she can get money, whatever she needs. That's why she has the access on loan. That is the very, very important part that she mentioned. And then now she actually learned how to run a business from from company. Then now she already grow business from small to big, and she said like this is big for her. I mean, actually she feel like this is a big shop or like grocery store that she has. She believes that this is big enough for her in compared to previous things, and that is because of this. And then so in terms of because the confidence level has been increased and she know how to reinvest in the business, so she utilized the money very, very well so that she is able to grow. Even a small supports has a huge meaning on her life, that she now has a confidence that she can do. That is the most important confidence that she got from us, from Pollinate, so that she is now in this position. So that was her. And then in terms of impact that in her home as well as in the community, that she already mentioned that how her daughter already taking her as a role model, and she already supporting her mother in her leisure time, the break time in her schools or educations, and then she already dreaming that to be a big business woman, and she's already supporting her. And then she also mentioned that her daughter is strong, stronger than her to deal with the customer. Like she don't give any discount. She is very pussy and all. Like she is very protective for the business. That is that. And then she proudly said that this only because that she is a businesswoman now, and her daughter already proud to follow her. That is one. The second, she mentioned the community, that always Sital is an example for the community people, and they say how Sital is managing home, business, as well as how she grow, how hardworking women she is. She has cattle as well. Her husband also in abroad, and then she is managing everything home, and then she is managing her time, and then running a business and growing. That is her very, very important skills, and then always other people take her name. And she mentioned that she already referred to two of the women entrepreneurs to join this network. She referred already, and then two of other women joined because through her network. That was another she already influenced, and she really believed that this program is really helping her. in all this aspect. And in terms of money, she was always very, very interestingly, she said like now her husband say, ki, now you are stop, like you already stop asking money to me, even with me. And now you are managing everything. And she always feel very, very proud when she able to pay the bills of her children, her children education, children food, and their like sorry and then their health bill and herself. Like now we always mentioned that she can buy whatever she want to, and clothes or like any kind of like travel movement, like it's making a way, way better compared to last 4 to 5 years. So now she feel like she is independent woman, and she can run her like family by her own. And this is recognized by her husband also, not only the community people. That's very important. Thank you very much for sharing this very, very inspiring story, Sital. So, okay. Now, next, I wanted to ask to Manu, what has been a biggest challenge in your entrepreneurial journey so far? How did you overcome that challenges, and what keeps you motivated during the tough time? This questions to Manu. So I translate her. तपाईँको उद्यमशीलताको यात्रामा सबै उद्यमशीलता भन्नुभयो हुन्छ है, लिनेटको तपाईँको यो सबै छ नि बिजनेसको यात्रामा हालसम्म सबैभन्दा ठुलो चुनौती के थियो, पहिलेदेखिको चुनौती के थियो, यस चुनौतीलाई पार गर्नु कसरी पार गर्नुभयो, कठिन समयमा तपाईँलाई प्रेरित गर्ने कुरा के हो नि, के तपाईँलाई के कुराले यस्तो गाह्रो हुँदा हुँदै पनि गर्नुहुन्छ नि त, त्यो के कुराले गर्दा हो? ठुलो सो ल्याउनुहोस् है, तपाईँको त क्रेडिटको कुरा सबै थियो नि त।
त्यही हो, अब हामीलाई बिना लगानीमा यो गर्नु पायो नि त, यो कम्पनीले हामीले हामीसँग पैसा भएर आएको होइन नि त, यो पैसा नभएर पनि हामीलाई यो कम्पनीले पहिला हामीलाई दिनुभयो नि त, पहिला झन् धेरै दिनुभएको थियो, जति हामीलाई ल तिमीहरू सेल गर, अनि सेल गरिसकेपछि अनि हामीलाई दिनु भनेर भन्नुभएको थियो नि त। अनि त्यो धेरै राम्रो कुरा हाम्रो लागि, हामीसँग केही थिएन, हामीले गर्ने सक्ने थिएन, सोच्ने पनि थिएन अब यत्रो पैसा कहाँबाट ल्याउने र लगानी कहाँबाट गर्ने हुने, त्यो सब सोच्नु परेन, त्यो सब तपाईँहरूले यहाँदेखि प्रोभाइड गर्नुभयो, हामीले त्यो सब गर्यो। अनि त्यो चाहिँ धेरै खुसी लाग्छ। पहिला अब मलाई मान्छेसँग घुल मिल्नु बोल्नु अलिकति उयो हुन्थ्यो।
चुनौती के हो तपाईँको, के गाह्रो थियो?
गाह्रो त्यो थियो कि अब मान्छेसँग व्यापार कसरी गर्ने होला, कसरी बोल्ने होला, बाहिर कसरी भन्ने होला। बुढाले पनि सम्हाल्थ्यो नि त, खालि मेरो बुढाले मात्रै गर्थ्यो। अनि लास्टमा गएर अब बुढाले नगरेपछि मतलब मैले यो व्यापार सम्हालेपछि त सेन्टर पेट खोज्नु आउँछ, खोज्नु आएपछि त बुढासँग सोध्दैन, अनि दिदी छैन भन्नुहुन्छ, अनि त्यसको लागि त म जानु पर्यो। अनि त्योसँग अलिअलि कुरा गर्दा गर्दा पेट्सहरू राख्नु थाल्यो, यो डाइपर राख्नु थाल्यो, त्यो सब गर्दा गर्दा अनि फेनहरू राख्यो, यहाँबाट दिनुभयो के भन्छ इलेक्ट्रिसिटीको सबै सामानहरू, कुकर ग्यास सबै दिनुभयो, फेनहरू। अनि त्योहरू सबै सेलिङ गर्न थालेँ कि मैले, पछि बोल्नु थालेँ, मान्छेसँग घुल मिल्यो। त्यो चाहिँ धेरै ठुलो कुरा हो कि मैले मान्छेसँग घुल मिल्नु सकेँ कि, राम्रो लाग्छ। पहिला बोल्नु सक्थेन, अहिले बोल्नु सक्छु, अहिले भन्नु सक्छु, कस्टमरलाई कन्भिन्स गर्नु सक्छु, कस्टमरसँग कसरी बोल्ने डिलिङ गर्न सक्छु, त्यो चाहिँ ठुलो लाग्छ।
त्यो कुराले तपाईँलाई मैले सकेँ भन्ने भयो हैन?
सकेँ, मलाई गर्न सक्यो। अलिअलि पैसाको लागि पनि मलाई कहीँ जानु छ, बजार मार्केट आउनु पर्यो, बुढालाई देऊ न 100-150 रुपियाँ भन्नु परेन, आफ्नो हातमा भएपछि आफूलाई खाँचो परेको सामानहरू 100 रुपियाँको लागि पनि कसैलाई माग्नु पर्न, त्यो पनि खुसी लाग्छ यसमा आएर। अनि त्यो सब अब हामीलाई पुगेको छ, अनि अझै यसलाई नै ठुलो गर्ने चाहना छ, अझै यसलाई नै।
धन्यवाद। So, first of all, like the very, very big challenges for her was how to manage, investment, like the capital investments at the beginning. So that is like, invest in the business is the challenging for her. And Pollinate was offering credit, credit for the products, and because of that she able to serve to the community. That was very, very important, like achievement for her. But at the same time she also faced like credit outstanding challenges, She always, trust to the customer, and it was not intention that they wouldn't pay, but because of the, scarcity and because of their income, sometimes it was delayed. So that she could not she struggled that. The another one very important thing is since like she was born in India, and then she moved to Nepal. So the community was completely different.
Language also
No, language was also very very
problem भएको थियो पहिले
it was,
नेपाली यति आउँथेन
she could not speak Nepali at the at the first hand, and then she also mentioned in my call ki she was in there was like closed community and here is little open community. She was very not familiar with the communities here and how to whether like she directly speak to the communities or like she just hide herself, like that was very very confusing and she didn't have confidence to talk. Once she start business with Pollinate and she started like putting completely different than the traditional business she already have, that was like her husband was supporting, which was like meat shop and little bit grocery whatever. And now she is start like she was selling pad, and because of the pad, like everyone goes asks where is Manu. They didn't ask directly to her husband, and then she had to speak, and then she had to explain, and slowly like because of that is at the beginning as you used to hesitate like talk to the customers and all, but like slowly she learned how to talk to the customers, how to overcome with the fear. She get the support from our field team, and then she also participated in training and slowly she improved those skills, and now the confidence has been gained. So and similarly she mentioned that there was like pressure cooker, rice cooker, or like gas stoves, everything that very completely house home appliances product that she starts selling, and it's need like a lot of kind of guidance, speak to the customers, that actually makes her like familiar with the customers, and she able to make like network in very short period of time, and everyone knew like Manu in those communities. If that is not the case, then she would be still suffering or struggling to settle with these new communities, and not would not be very familiar with those all, and then would not have this identity which she has now. That was that's very, and then how what motivates her to do is ki she now everyone knows her, and then she has she gained the confidence. Now she believes on her, that motivates her, and then she already mentioned that she is thinking like grow bigger. So that's inspired her. Thank you very much. So now we have few few more questions, and then we will close. So तपाईहरु दुईजनालाई I would ask this in both of them. What's the what are your dreams or goals for future? Both like personally and professionally, and तपाईको business, how you want to grow your business or expand impact in the community. So तपाईहरुले चाहिँ आफ्नो भविष्यको सपना लक्ष्यहरु के छन् हैन, कसरी तपाई चाहिँ आफ्नो व्यवसायलाई कसरी विस्तार गर्न चाहनुहुन्छ, अझ बढी प्रभावकारी कसरी बनाउन चाहनुहुन्छ, जसले भन्दा पनि छ शीतलले भन्नुभयो अहिले चाहिँ पहिला, अनि त्यसपछि तपाईले पनि भन्नु होला।
म चाहिँ व्यापारलाई चाहिँ जस यहाँबाट व्यापार गर्ने कुरा सिके हैन, जस आफूले अहिले गर्नलाई व्यापार गर्ने तरिका सिके, यो भन्दैन अझ हैन, यो भन्दैन के यो महिलाको लागि चाहिँ कुन सिपहरु सिके चाहिँ अझ ठुलो व्यापार गर्न सक्छ हैन। त्यो व्यापारको लागि चाहिँ सिक्ने एउटा के हैन, महिलालाई के सिक्दाखेरि चाहिँ महिला उद्यमी चाहिँ बन्न सक्छ, त्यो सिपहरु सिक्न पाए अझ ठुलो बनाउन सक्थ्यो कि भन्ने चाहिँ सोच हैन। जस म यसमा बसेर चाहिँ ठुलो व्यापार गरेर चाहिँ अझै आफूले के एकदम आफ्नो खुट्टामा आफै उभिएर चाहिँ व्यापार गर्छु भन्ने चाहिँ सोचमा छु कि भविष्यको लागि त्यो सोचै छु।
आफूले उत्पादन गर्ने अरु
हैन, तपाईहरुले सिकाएर हामीले उत्पादन गरेर हाम्रो सामान तपाईहरुले बेचेर हैन त्यो गर्नु पाए अझ राम्रो हुन्थ्यो भन्ने चाहिँ सोचेको छु। त्यो
अनि अर्को महिलाहरु पनि काम दिने
अर्को महिलाहरूले चाहिँ आफूले त्यो सिकिसकेपछि त अर्को महिलाहरूलाई नि काम दिनु पर्यो, रोजगार पायो नि त। म जस्तै आफ्नो खुट्टामा आफै उभिएर काम गर्न सक्यो नि त। त्यो दिएर चाहिँ आफूले सिकिसकेपछि अरू 2-4 महिलाहरूलाई चाहिँ रोजगार दिन पाए अझ राम्रो हुन्थ्यो भन्ने चाहिँ प्राउड छ।
Wow. Okay. So she has a really big dream. She want to definitely grow her business in whatever she is doing, but like dreaming to produce some particular products that can offer job opportunity to other women as well. So, few other, women in the communities, if she can produce something like, the specific skills that she could maybe, gain. So she already have cosmetic. So she was thinking like, what is this beads making, and then bindi like this and all, those are the scope that she is looking for. And if she could like, create this small workshop and offer like job opportunity to 3-4 women around her who really need the job. So she want to expand the business in that way. So she has very big dream, and she feel like if we, stand on our own feet, that would be, she really want to strongly stand on her own feet and be a big businesswoman. That's her dream, big dream. So Manu, same question. तपाईँलाई पनि त्यही नै क्वेसन, तपाईँ कस्तो सपना देख्नु भएको छ?
सपना के भन्नु, सपना भनेको त्यस्तो होइन। मलाई चाहिँ यही हाम्रै कम्पनीले जे दिए पनि अब यो सेन्ट्रिपेडहरू दिएको छ, योभन्दा अझ अर्को पनि दिन सक्यो भने, अझै हामी सेल गर्न सक्यो भने, नयाँ प्रोडक्टहरू केही निकाल्न सक्यो भने कम्पनीले, हामीले त्यो अझ सेल गर्न सक्यो भने अझ राम्रो हुन्थ्यो कि
ठुलो बनाउनु
अझै अब सेन्ट्रिपेड्सहरू दिएको छ, कुकर ग्यास सब ठिक छ, योभन्दा पनि अझै नयाँ सामान नयाँ आइटमहरू केही एड गऱ्यो भने यसमा अझै हामीले सेल गर्न सक्थ्यो, अझै राम्रोसँगले गर्न सक्थ्यो। अनि अरू के हो भने त्यही हाम्रो गाउँमा अब त्यस्तै छ, अलिक गरिब छ अलिक, अनि त्योहरूलाई अलिकति सपोर्टिङ गर्न सक्यो हल्का। अनि उनीहरूलाई अब हामीले क्रेडिट मात्रै दिनु सक्यो नि, ठुलै कुरा हो, उनीहरूले पछि दिइहाल्छ, क्रेडिट दिनु सकोस्। अनि मलाई पनि तपाईँहरूले यस्तै हेल्प गरोस्, अनि म पनि तपाईँहरूलाई यस्तै हेल्प गर्छु। के छ?
Okay, great. So what she was saying if there is a, she has dream to expand her business, which is very, very needed in her community. Looking at the community side of it, it is in very strategic location, and people already knew her. So she really want to expand with the product mix. She wished to get like more product mix from Pollinate. And then she can offer like multiple product mix to the community people. As well as she was also mentioning that credit is very essential for that particular community, and if we can offer credit that would be really really great, like support. So see, if we able to offer more credit, then she able to offer more credit to the customers. And she also mentioned that they will pay. And don't worry about payment, they will pay, but it will take little time. Only the matter of time, because they are honest, they will pay, but it's a matter of time. But we will be safe. But it's very important for to serve those communities, and she is passionate to serve those communities, standing on her feet and expanding business with the product mix and possible like credit offers and whatever, like service. That's her dream. Thank you. So now my last question is for both again. What advices would you give to other women who are looking for opportunity or want to become an entrepreneur? So तपाईहरु चाहिँ तपाई जस्तै हैन अरु महिलाहरु जसले चाहिँ अवसरको खोजीमा हुनुहुन्छ, त्यस्तो महिलाहरुलाई के सल्लाह दिन चाहनुहुन्छ? अथवा उद्यमी बन्न चाहनुहुन्छ, त्यस्तो महिलालाई के सल्लाह दिन चाहनुहुन्छ? सिटल
त्यस्तो महिलाहरुलाई चाहिँ जस कमाइबाट दिइरह नि त बुढा कमाइ दिइरहेको त्यो त्यो महिलाले त्यो बुढाको कति जब खानुपर्छ हो भन्दा अहिले म जस्तै उदाहरण बन्यो भने म जस्तै व्यापार गर्न सिकेर म जस्तै व्यापार गयो भने त आफ्नो खुट्टामा आफू उभिन पायो अनि मैले बुढासँग त माग्नु पर्यो नि त त्यो कुरा ठुलो कुरा होइन अरूको कमाइमा त रमाउनु परेन नि त आफ्नो कमाइमा आफू गर्नु त्यो बुढाको त के सुन्नु परेन प्लस आफ्नो परिवारले बुढा नानीहरूलाई पनि प्लस भयो नि त अनि जस म महिलाहरूले के भन्न चाहन्छु भने आफ्नो खुट्टामा आफू उभिन पर्छ है म जस्तै बन्यो भने तपाईँलाई राम्रो हुन्छ बुढाको मात्र कमाइ खानु पर्दैन भन्ने चाहिँ सन्देश दिन चाहन्छु
Okay, great. So she was saying कि if you stand on your feet, you don't need to ask money with your husband. So if you ask money with your husband, then you have to listen some like few words from him. But now if she don't need to ask anything, now she is like kind of you know, she is very feel like independent and free, like to whatever. And it's most importantly, she able to spend money for their kids. It's very, very important for the kids to be able to offer the foods, health, education. That is the core three things that she is free to take the decision. Actually, not, without depending on her husband. And it's very, very important for not only Sital, but every woman. And that what she would like to advise to all the women like her or everyone that, try standing on your feet. And then, try do something, whatever you can, but, try to earn money and stand on your feet. That's her message to everyone, to us. So, Manu, तपाईले के भन्न चाहनुहुन्छ?
म त यही भन्छु कि महिलाहरूलाई अब सानोतिनो जे पनि व्यापार हुन्छ बिजनेस व्यापार जे पनि सानोदेखि जे गर्दा पनि हुन्छ कि आफूलाई आम्दानी आउँछ हामीलाई क्रेडिट आउँछ भने उसले जे व्यापार गर्दा पनि भयो कि सानोतिनो व्यापार गर्नु कहिले मेरो बुढाले गर्छ म गर्दिनँ मेरो बुढा कमाइ छ म किन गर्नु र म बस्छु भनेर नसोच्नु आफूले आफ्नो खुट्टामा खडा हुने आफूले काम गर्ने आफूले गरेपछि कसैलाई माग्नु परेन एक दुसरेको हेल्प भनेको कति त्यो भइहाल्छ तर आफ्नो पैसा भनेपछि त्यो आफ्नो हक भयो नि त आफूले जे गर्दा नि भयो अनि त्यसमा कसैलाई माग्नु पर्न कसैलाई सोध्नु पर्न त्यो भएपछि बुढाको नजरमा हाम्रो पनि अलिकति इज्जत गर्छ बुढाको मात्रै नभएर पनि समाजको पनि एउटा हाम्रो समाज पनि हाम्रो इज्जतले हेर्छ नि त फलानाले यस्तो गरेछ चिलाले यस्तो गरेछ त्यसको यस्तो राम्रो छ भनेर हामीलाई त्यो हेर्ने नजरले पनि उनीहरूको राम्रो हुन्छ कि
Yes, great. So she's mentioning whether don't don't feel that this job is great or this is the very the small job or whatever, but do whatever, like respect the job, the opportunity that you have, and then do it, and do not say or like stop yourself like because your husband has the job and he is earning whatever, like your family is enough. But it's very important to have your own career and then earn by yourself and learn. It is not only because about the money, it's also about the the identity and respect that how your husband looked up or your family looked up you, or not only that, outside, like in the community also looked up you. So it's very important that women had some identity and job that gives you money, earning opportunity, as well as earning, learning, and as well as the identity by yourself. So that is what she really want to advise to the women who don't have the job, and but actually they should be looking for doing, like engaging whatever, like big or smaller job opportunity that she have, that please engage. That is what our advice is.
Thank you, Sitaji.
Okay.
I think just wanted to intervene because Nasima is running short of time. So just wanted to check, Nasima, would you have any questions, to Sital or Manu, or to even Sita?
I did have a question, but I think it's been answered, which was, what do their husbands think of them earning money and becoming successful? Because it can be quite touchy. And I don't know about Nepal, but definitely in India. So I'm happy to listen to this.
सो उहाँले चाहिँ क्वेसन सोध्नु भएको चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि तपाईँको श्रीमानले चाहिँ तपाईँले पैसा कमाउँदाखेरि उहाँले कस्तो सोच्नुहुन्छ अरे के कस्तो सोच्नु भएको छ अरे
श्रीमानले यस्तै सोध्नुहुन्छ नि अब पहिला मैले दिनु पर्थ्यो तिमीलाई दिनु पर्दैन तिमीलाई तिमीले खर्च गर्छौ मैले दिन्न भने कति खुसी है मेरो बुढीले यस्तोसम्म गरे जस अर्को बुढीले बुढाले दिँदाखेरि दिनुपर्छ भने मेरो बुढीले त दिनु पर्दैन नि त भन्ने सोच राख्नुहुन्छ कि श्रीमान त्यही हो मलाई त्यही ठुलो कुरा लाग्छ अर्को बुढीले सबै चिज किनेर दिनुपर्छ तर मेरो बुढीले दिनु पर्दैन मलाई त्यही हो ठुलो कुरा लाग्छ भन्नुहुन्छ कि श्रीमानले सपोर्ट गर्नुहुन्छ कि जस व्यापार गर्न मेरो श्रीमानले त्यो गाउँघरमा के त्यो अस्ति लकडाउन हुँदाखेरि म त कहिले घरमै यताउति काम पसल बस्नु पर्छ नि त मेरो श्रीमान आफैले लगेर दिनुहुन्थ्यो कि त्यो उयो सामानहरू पसलमा दिनुहुन्थ्यो मेरो श्रीमानले धेरै सहयोग गर्नुभएको श्रीमानले
Okay, so Sital mentioned that yes, definitely she is getting a very, very good support from her husband. And he was very supportive during the lockdown, COVID time also. He was delivering product to home for her. And now he is very proud husband that said, my wife is earning by herself. And he is saving money. Actually, he is saving money. He is also very hard worker, but he is very proud husband that her wife is equally earning money and equally progressing. So that's very positive. Like the family she has.
Thank you.
Yes.
How do I say thank you in Nepali?
Dhanyavad.
धन्यवाद
Thank you very much for the question.
Thank you so much, Naseema, and thank you, Sita. Just wanted to check with the rest of the participants. If you have any questions to Sital, Manu, please feel free.
I know, उनीहरूले सोध्ने होला.
Hello. As it was wonderful listening to their particular journeys, and so impressive, and that they've been with the company for six and 7 years. And what they've built up in that time. I wondered how often can they get together and just kind of share their experiences and also talk about the futures that they want to have, because it sounds like they both have big dreams, but again, sharing their experiences and how they can perhaps support each other in terms of the next steps. So how often can they come together and as I say, share these experiences and support each other?
So between entrepreneurs, you mean, yes?
Yes.
Okay. उहाँले के सोध्दै हुनुहुन्छ भन्दाखेरि तपाईहरु चाहिँ कतिको एकअर्कासँग भेटघाट गर्नुहुन्छ, जस्तै हैन अरु महिलाहरुलाई कसरी चाहिँ तपाईहरुको त्यो यत्रो विधि के रे 5-6 वर्षसम्म कम्पनीमा बस्नु भयो, तपाईहरुलाई धेरै अनुभव छ, यस्तो विधि इन्ट्रेस्टिङ भएको छ नि हैन, भनेपछि अरु साथीहरुलाई पनि तपाईले कतिको सिकाउनु भएको छ हैन, उ त शीतल त मजाले हिँडेको पनि थियो नि पहिला हैन, अरु अनि कतिको भेटघाट गर्नुहुन्छ अरु महिलाहरुसँग, सूर्यमुखीहरुसँग पनि, त्यसपछि कसरी सिकाउनुहुन्छ, के कुराहरु शेयर गर्नुहुन्छ अरे?
सूर्यमुखीको महिलालाई सिकाउने कि
अरु पनि सिकाउने, सूर्यमुखीलाई पनि सिकाउने, तपाईहरुले आफ्नो अनुभवहरु कतिको शेयर गर्नुहुन्छ, अनि त्यसपछि तपाईहरु कतिको भेटघाट गर्नुहुन्छ?
भेटघाट त मेन पहिला त यही तालिमहरु सिक्नखेरि भेटघाट हुन्थ्यो हैन, त्यो तालिममा एक अर्कामा तालिमको कुरा गर्दाखेरि जस उ गर्दाखेरि कहाँको के को भनेर शेयरिङ हुन्थ्यो, प्लस पसलमा मान्छेहरु आउँदाखेरि हुन्छ अनि मैले यस्तो भन्छु कि यस्तो सामान बेच तिमी पनि यस्तो बेच्यो भने आफूले राम्रो हुन्छ भनेर चाहिँ प्लस पसलबाट चाहिँ धेरै भेट हुन्छ मैले।
ओके, तपाईको यो हामीले पियर लर्निङ गर्दा पनि तपाईले गएर मजाले गर्नुभएको थियो नि हैन, अर्को ठाउँहरुमा अरु महिलाहरुलाई पनि सिकाउनु भएको थियो नि हैन, आफ्नो कुराहरु भन्नुभएको थियो, कतिको गर्नुहुन्छ आजकल त तपाईहरु गर्नुभयो?
आजकल त म पसलबाटै हो, अहिले त त्यति हिँड्दैन नि त, पसलबाटै पसलमा आउनुहुन्छ, पसलमा आउने बेला ग्राहकहरुलाई त्यही भन्छु कि म यसरी गर्नुपर्छ भनेर। जस अहिले म अहिले त्यो उसमा नि भण्डारामा त्यो उसमा के भन्छ अरे त्यहाँ ल्याङ्ग्वेज पढ्न आउँदाखेरि पनि त्यो एउटा बहिनीलाई भनेको थिएँ मैले बहिनीलाई जस भन्छु कि म आफूले दुःख पाएपछि ल यस्तो गऱ्यो भने आफूले खर्च आफै मैले सुनाउँछ नि त यस्तो गर्नुपर्छ यस्तो गऱ्यो यस्तो हुन्छ है म जस्तै गर न भनेर मैले भन्छ कि अब मन हुने चाहिँ गरेको छ 2-3 जना महिलाहरूले गर्नु भाइ म मार्फतै गर्नु भए म भन्छु यस्तो कुरो किन यसो गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ यसरी व्यापार गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ यस के अरे आफ्नो लागि आफै खर्च निकाल्नु बुढोले मात्र माग्नु पर्दैन भनेर चाहिँ म कुरा सिकाउँछु कि अब गर्ने नगर्ने उसको मनमा हुन्छ होइन त्यो चाहिँ भन्छु म महिलाहरूलाई चाहिँ आफूले परेको भोग्या भएर चाहिँ भन्छु कि म चाहिँ
तपाईँले चाहिँ कसरी गर्नुहुन्छ
मैले चाहिँ अब उनीहरूलाई कसैलाई इच्छा हुनेहरूलाई काम गर्ने इच्छा हुने हुन्छ काम इच्छा भए पनि कसैसँग जब हुँदैन केही छैन काम छैन भनेर बस्छ नि जो अब मसँग त पैसा छैन लगानी गर्नु छैन भनेपछि हाम्रो पोलिटी ग्रुप छ नि त यसमा त हामीलाई बिना लगानी पैसा दिने सामान दिन्छ तिमी छैन भने यो सब गर न भनेर उनीहरू सायद गर्छु त्यति
Okay, great. So, and both of them are quite long, and they were both saying that at the beginning time they were engaged quite often to the entrepreneur while they were, having regular trainings, in-house training, all. So now they are a little bit busy with their own shops and all. Like definitely the meeting time is a little like extended. But in their regular it is not only limited with the network that Pollinate has, but it's already expanded the masses to whole communities. It's not limited with some of the networks that have in Chitwan, but they are already supporting all communities, women who come to the shops to buy the products, or wherever public program that she visit and participate in self-help group or any other organization. She always advocate why women should have their own job, or maybe entrepreneurship, maybe any other things. She always play as an advocate role on her space. Same as Manu. Manu has also very busy, time schedules nowadays. But she always, advocate to the women and advocate to the company as well. Please join Pollinate and have opportunities to start. And this is very kind of a great platform to be there. So Manu always play that role also. So they're support is beyond the Pollinate network now already.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Any other questions from the audience? All right. So I'm assuming that there are no questions. So just one piece of information, or probably one piece of request, Sita ji, on our behalf, just to check with Sital and Manu what their experience has been today, talking to us. That's something that they have not done quite often, right? So just wanted to understand how their experience has been.
Definitely, Ramjit. So उहाँले के सोध्नु भएको छ भने आज अब तपाईँहरू त यस्तो ठाउँमा कहिले पनि बोल्नु भएको थिएन नि त आज त हामीसँग यहाँ कुरा गर्दाखेरि तपाईँहरूलाई कस्तो लागिरहेको छ अरे तपाईँहरूको अनुभव कस्तो रह्यो अरे
एकदम खुसी लाग्यो यसरी कहिले पनि बोलेको थिएन यो कल पिछेमा आबद्ध नभए यो बोल्न पाउने त कल पिछेमा आबद्ध भए चाहिँ बोल्न पाएँ नि त एकदम खुसी भयो.
She is very happy. If I am not, not joined this network, then she would not have this opportunity and never had this opportunity. Now she is really, really happy about
India, विदेशदेखि यस्तो opportunity पाछ. So happy.
Yeah, it's very great opportunity that everyone all over the world, like people are watching us, and so happy about it. So great.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sita ji. And I really appreciate both Sital and Manu for joining us. And I just wanted to take probably just a minute in explaining why we brought these two women together. Of course, you have heard their journeys with us, and we also thank our audience who have been right now with us and the ones who have left because of the time constraint. Everyone can feel their strength, determination, and hope in their stories. And what we have heard is just not an individual success. I think the model in itself has transformed the lives of the communities as well. And at Pollinate, we have always believed that the change never happens in isolation, and women like Manu and Sital need more than training and resources. They need a network of peers. Exactly the question that Lizanne actually asked. So, why a network is really required is to create a safe space for them to share their challenges, learn from one another, and grow together. That's primarily the reason why we created the Changemakers Circle. So each circle in the Changemakers series brings together 15 women entrepreneurs whom we call Suryamukhis. I'm sure most of you are now familiar with the name Suryamukhi. So these women bring light and warmth to their communities through courage and initiatives. In these circles, they can exchange their ideas, they can support their businesses, and inspire one another to dream bigger. So we request all our supporters to support one or more circle. You can actually support n number of circles. And the way to support these circles, we have our, Rakshika can put the link or probably send it across to you, but the Changemaker Circles information is available on our website as well. So really thank you for joining Sital and Manu, and thank you so much, Sita ji, for translating their inspiring story with all of us. And before we close, we want Sujata to give a note of thanks.
Oh my God, I'm truly overwhelmed. So thank you so much, Sita, for bringing these two people from Nepal. Such wonderful, experience sharing. I always get a lot of energy speaking to our women that we work with. I think this energy they've given me will last for a very long time. So thank you so much for bringing them over. And thank you so much, Lizanne, Laura, Linda, and Nasima for joining us, along with the rest of us from our team. Thank you for bringing, your energies to this event and helping us do more and support more women. I think all that they see, each one of us can resonate with a lot of what they said. In our own ways, we've experienced that sense of independence, that sense of freedom, that sense of expression that we've been declined or denied, that we've all earned for ourselves. All of us have gone through that experience. So in whatever socioeconomic condition you come from, women have always experienced all those challenges. So I think Sital, Manu, बहुत 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 धन्यवाद. आपको सुन के बहुत खुशी हुई. So thank you so much, and thank you all for being here. And please help us take our work to your network. And people like Lizanne, we are deeply indebted for your continued support. But not for that, these women will still be, out in the wild, not knowing what to do. So thank you so much for that as well.
Pleasure. But thank you. As I say, pollinators made it happen, but most particularly these women have made it happen ultimately, which is, what this is all about. So congratulations to everyone in terms, as I say, when I think that, we now, have women entrepreneurs who've been, 6 and 7 years with the organization. It's amazing, sort of thing. And yes, may there be many more of the years to come.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for your support and wishes. Thank you, Lizanne. Thank you, Sita, again.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we will also be sharing the recording link to everyone. So if you would like to share it with your friends, family, network, and encouraging them to be a part of the Changemaker Circle, please do so. And thank you so much for your continued support. Really appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Ravi. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.